Okay, for this video, we're going to be going over some of the options when you edit the page. These options will be available on all the pages. This can be done when you're creating the page, or after it's created, you can go back in and edit the page. So we have a basic page, and we're just going to click on Edit. The Edit Page Layout is going to come up, and we're going to talk about these options here on the right side of the screen. So I am logged in as a content editor, so these options should be available to just about everybody. So the first option is provide a menu link. What this option will do will add a link in your menu to that page. So this one's currently under resources. This is accessibility. So we can add the accessibility link. By default, it's going to pick the title. So you can add description. This will show when hovering over the menu link, and the parent link. So if you click on this, you can actually see all the links here. And this will place your link in your main menu under that parent link. And then you have the weight, and this will show where it displays in your menu by priority. So this starts at -99, goes to 0, then it goes to 99 again. So if you want to have your page in the menu in a specific spot, you can do it this way. Next are meta tags. We'll talk about this. Meta tags are for search engine optimization, or SEO. And by default, it pulls some tokens, which is the node title, page title, and the site name. The description is node summary by default. And on this page, there is no summary. So if you wanted to, you can come in here and type in the description. And we'll do this here since there is no body summary. And I'm just going to put in a simple description. You get 160 characters in length. So this is the meta tag that may be used by the search engines. So this is when you go to Google and you search, this will pull up a snippet of the page. The next are abstracting keywords. Most search engines don't use this anymore, so we'll just leave that empty. And then there's some advanced information. Then we have robots. What this means is when the search engine scans the website, it uses robots. So there are some options. The first one is the index. This is going to happen naturally, but if you feel like, you can turn it on, but the search engines will automatically scan these web pages. No index means this will prevent the robots from indexing your web pages. So if you have a page on your website and you don't want that to show up in a Google search or a Bing search, you can actually check this, and this will not index. Same thing with the no snippet, prevents descriptions from appearing in search results. No archive prevents cached copies of this page. So there are some options here. 99.9% of the time, you don't need to touch any of this. But there are some more options down through this. There's a lot of information here. This is all for the SEO process. But most of the time, you'll leave it alone. Don't need to touch it. So next down, we have the URL alias. So what this does is gives you a human readable URL. If you look in your URL when you edit, you'll notice it says node / and then a number. That's how the content management system reads each page. That's how the content management system reads each node. It reads it as a number. Can't tell someone to go to node / 98. That's not relative to a person, but if you tell them to go to resources accessibility, that makes more sense. So whenever a page is created, whatever the title is will become the URL. So right now it's /resources accessibility. We have this page under the resources menu item. Accessibility is its name. So if we were to change this, so let's call it accessibility 2. When the page saves, we'll look accessibility -2. So let's go back in here and look at this. And if we look at the URL alias, accessibility -2. So users with a higher permission level, you'll have another tab in here called URL redirects. So what this does is it'll redirect you from one URL to another. So in this case, if I click on edit, since we changed the name of the page from accessibility to accessibility 2, it added a redirect that's telling us to redirect from accessibility to node 98, which is accessibility too. So if you change the title of the page, a URL redirect will be added to the website to that page to direct users to that new URL alias. So coming back here to a content editor, we'll have the authoring information for the page, who it's authored by, in this case it was me, the date, and the time. So this was just a quick overview on options here when you edit a page. You can go more in depth in this if you want. All this is pretty standard across Drupal 9. You can look this information up on YouTube or just do a Google search if you want to get a little more involved. But this is kind of a general overview to get you started.